Hello everybody, and welcome to the first episode of Bordercraft, where a group of Minecrafters get together to play a mostly vanilla Minecraft server, but it comes with a twist, and that twist is the world border. When we started here, the world border was only 50 blocks wide, but as we gave new items to the well over there, the border started to expand more and more. Now, if I throw stuff into this well, you'll see that bar at the top start slowly going up, and this is wood. It doesn't have much value to it. But if I throw in some wheat, maybe that'll have more value. You can see that number at the top is going up, and the bar is slowly climbing up. When the bar reaches the top, the world border expands. If you want to see the start of the world, along with anything else that I might be streaming, you can check in YouTube the live section on my channel, and you'll be able to find anything that we do, including the start of this world. We have like an hour and a half long stream where we get the border from size 50 to size 202. If you don't want to see it though, that's okay, because I'll do a recap right here and now. During the stream, I did a little bit of farming. I got this going and did a little bit of mining so that we could expand the border a little bit. And I also got this here farming section going. We just got a couple holes dug in the ground for sheep, cows, and also chicken. Chicken is going to be the main source of food for a while here, though I just got a harvest of wheat going. Food is pretty scarce when you don't really have like a method of, well, going and getting new food. You can't go explore and find wild cows, you gotta farm them. So that kind of led, as you can imagine, to a pretty slow start. I mean, none of us had food, so I've got 4 deaths, and the other 2 guys that have played on the server so far have like 10 deaths or something, because they were the ones doing the mining and, you know, dealing with mobs, where I just kind of like dealt with the farming and infrastructure of our world here. But I'll show you the mining section that we've got going on right now. Directly under our world, you have a big cave network, and this was a problem right at the beginning because we didn't have access to much of the water or anything, so it was hard to get down there. And when we got down there, it was a death sentence. There were so many mobs because it was day above, and this was the only spot mobs could spawn, and it still is pretty rough. And that is pretty much all we've got for now. Like I said, it was a pretty slow start, but we got a little bit of stuff going here, and I'm planning to do a little bit more this episode. But before that, let me show you a little bit more about the data pack that we're using. When you start out in the Expanding Borders data pack, you get a EB help book, a sapling, I think 5 oak logs, and an oak sapling, just in case you spawn without any trees. And this book gives you the ability to run 4 different commands that come with the data pack. The first one is to give you another one of these books. The second one is to spawn a new well, which I showed you a little bit earlier, and this is the well that you throw things into. So if I throw seeds into here, you see the border taken up in the top there. And then once we get to a certain point, that'll expand the borders, and hopefully I'll catch that on camera and not forget about it this episode. But yeah. The next thing that this data pack has in this book is the ability to remove the wells. It would be pretty rough if you couldn't remove these wells, so you can. And then the last thing is just simply toggling that boss bar in the top. You can turn it back on, and yeah, so that's all you got for this data pack. Like I said, it's a pretty small data pack. It doesn't change much, but the gameplay implications of having changed the fact that there's a world border and it gives you incentive to junk items into here, I think it's changing the game quite a bit. It's not like we can just go out explore and find something. What we do have right now, though, is if I come just over here, we have a pillager outpost. I think we have another generated structure over there. I think we have a skeleton spawner, if I'm not mistaken. But we have this. I just realized we just got to this water here, which is nice. I think there's some sugar cane over there. I'm hoping there's a village somewhere. I guess I haven't scouted for a while, like probably for like 50 blocks. I haven't scouted the outside. And I think we have a jungle over in that direction, which will be nice if we can reach it. For now, we have no choice but to like manually throw things into these new wells. So we don't really have a choice. We have to throw things into here manually because we can't really build any farms right now because we don't have the resources. In the future, I would like to like build an iron farm and hook it up to this so that it automatically expands the border a little bit. Through a small amount of playtesting, I think we're gonna have like a soft cap of like, that was weird. I think my mouse, it does like some weird like, it like I guess like, I don't know if any of you have had this problem, but sometimes it just like sets my cursor to be like looking in the sky or something. Ooh, we have a pig over there that could be useful. I don't see why we would need pigs because we have cows, but anyways, as I was saying, we're gonna have like a soft cap of like 5 to 10,000 blocks. I did a little bit of data pack modification before we started this server so that the border expands a little slower because it was actually gonna, from this point on, it was gonna expand at twice the rate than it currently is. But I wanted it to be a little bit more slow than that because I think that it'll encourage more, you know, building in this main area. And that was kind of the inspiration behind this pack. I wanted to make it so that this area here, this like border area, is very well built in. I find that when I play survival servers with my friends, we always like build like thousands of blocks away from each other, and it kind of just turns into like a solo world. Since all of us are kind of like chilling 2,000 blocks away from each other, we basically only ever interact to make the occasional trade. And so I thought, hey, what if we like forced each other to stay near each other and like make this, instead of high quantity of builds that aren't very good, a high quality of builds that, you know, are hopefully much better but less frequent. But anyways, enough of my rambling. Let's get on to what this video is going to be about. I want to start on a starter base. We don't have much. We just have like a little bit of stuff here. And the starter base isn't going to look very good. And I'm not the best builder, but I still want to try. I want to try and get something nice going down here. I want to get some farming going. I want to get some better materials for building and see what we can do here. So for now, I'm going to be harvesting materials and getting the food going. And I'm going to get some blocks together, and then we're going to see what we can build. Got some more diamonds in the ceiling here. Nice. That's enough for a pick. Yo, even more diamonds, dude. I feel like since the Caves and Cliffs updates, diamonds are more common, but less dense. But, here we go. Holy. That's a lot of diamonds. I'm at 10 now. That was 7. It's nice, nice. Alright, so I was mining. I'm about to go up, but I've been hearing a lot of skeletons, and look at that. There's a skeleton spawner. So many skeletons. What's the best way to tackle this? I think first is to light that up there. And I think if we mine through here... Let's mine up one from here. That's the wall, it looks like. Wait, this doesn't... Oh, that is where... I was like, I didn't know if that was the spot that I was seeing. Oh, hello. I don't have anything that I can really spare. They should be no longer spawning, I think. Okay. Just be careful about it. Don't want to die. Got a lot of stuff on me. Do I have any other things that I can... Okay, so I saved myself just a little bit of space. I want to be able to see what's in these chests. Just gonna double check. Yeah, all these guys are dead. There's a lot of skeletons, man. Okay, good stuff. Alright, a saddle, that's nice. And a golden apple, that's also nice. Alright, so I went out and got some resources. I got some copper cooking here. But this is pretty much the haul of all the mining I did. And this is the haul of all the log cutting. And I got some other spare things laying around. I got some automatic chicken going, well, semi-automatic. I need a comparator. Which brings me to the next task of getting to the nether, which I've already gotten all the obby for. Originally, I was going to wait for people to come on so we could all go to the nether together and check it out and, you know, just have that that experience together. But we couldn't get schedules to line up, so I'm just going to go anyways. Because I'm not waiting for days waiting for this to happen. I need comparators and I need it now. So here's a... I'll fill out these 2 corners because they're visible. Alright, well, let's go in. Okay, that is not a good start. We really needed a immediate nether fortress. Hopefully there'll at least be one in sight. I see a soul sand valley. That's good. That'll be good for... I think there's a farm that uses a soul sand valley. We have a crimson forest and we have nether wastes here. So this is actually like decently good, except for the fact that we don't have another fortress yet. Okay, I was wondering if you'd be able to mine this with just a stone pick. Alright, I'm going to take a quick walk around this side. Hopefully I'll be able to see another fortress on this end, but I don't see it as too likely. I just need to be a little careful here because... well, do I have anything valuable on me? Oh, a ton of copper and the rest of the obby. I'm not going to jump down or anything, though. Yeah, that isn't a great start, but I do have to mine through this side, I think, and look. I'm assuming the world border is like, somewhere over there. Like, well, I mean, it should be around still in the nether. I mean, I guess I can check. I don't see it, but I don't think it loads in from this far away. So I'm going to do some scoping around, and we'll see you then. So I've come over here in the nether. I was under the impression that the world border, like, existed in the nether, but I'm over 200 blocks out, and I don't see the world border yet. I'm going to keep going a little bit further. I think if I go around here, I'll see it, if it's even here. But, like, yeah, I'm not seeing any world border, but I thought I tested this. I thought that that the world border existed in the nether. But, like, yeah, I don't see it at all. Okay, so I just checked in my creative world that has this data pack on it, and there is indeed a world border in the nether. So I am kind of just like at a loss here for why I don't see... Maybe the center of the world border isn't actually 250. Regardless, I think I saw another fortress over here. Yeah, I think that's another fortress right there. So it's time to start bridging in that direction, I think. Like, there's still no world border at 270? I'm not going to speed bridge this because that's like a death sentence. That's also like a death sentence. Can I, like... just give myself some cover here? I don't know if that'll stop them from shooting, but... anyways, I'm going to bridge, and hopefully I will be okay. Okay, so I got past 300 blocks, and there's a gas shooting me. So I'm going to go back to the overworld, because, like, this is not right. I feel like I'm not... I feel like I'm outside of the world border. I have to go check to see the world border exists in the nether, or in the overworld, just so I can be comfortable even going out that far. Because I feel like I'm kind of cheating right now, honestly. But yeah, I'll be back in a second, I guess. So after a little bit of testing, I think it's the server that we're on. We're using, I think, paper is what it's called. I don't know if it says on there. But yeah, paper server. I think that server type makes it so that the world border is not shared in the overworld and the nether. So I did some testing. I can set the nether portal coordinates, or the nether coordinates specifically. So I'm gonna have to work that into the data pack somehow. Um, but for now, I manually set the world border to 250 in the nether. And I'm not really gonna do any more exploring because I have to think about what I'm gonna do with that. Um, because I don't know. I don't know what the solution to that is going to be. I don't even know if I can make a data pack that can run those commands necessarily, which I probably can. I think it's just an execute in the nether set world border, like, you know, whatever world border sizes. And I don't think I'm going to have it dynamic, so I don't think it's going to be like divided by 8 or anything like that. Hey, there's a skeleton up there. I don't think it's going to be like divided by 8 or anything like that because um, I think that'll have its own problems, I think. And then also having it divide by 8 um, will make it insanely slow progress in the nether to expand the world border. So I don't think that's a good idea necessarily, but seeing as in pure vanilla that's not a thing, I don't think I want to do that. I think I want to keep it as um, the same size in the overworld and the end in the nether. Anyways, all those problems aside, let's talk about the plans for this world. What I want to do, anyways. I would like to convert like like this section here, maybe go out a little bit that way to the water. I would like to convert it into farmland and like I mean farmland. I want to build a farmhouse. I want to build some like fields for different kinds of crops, and hopefully I'll be able to get some livestock spots going. But I figure that because like really the only things that we're gonna be using for quite a while are these farms, right? Eventually I'd like to get an iron farm going, but without another fortress, which um, I don't think there's one within the 125 blocks, because I didn't even think about this when I was in the nether. When I was going out, you know, I can only go out 125 blocks because the size from side to side is 250, not the radius, right? So the world border is going to be 125 here, right? Because it should be centered at 0, 0, I believe. Yeah, would you look at that? 125. So we've still got quite the ways to go before we can get any kind of serious farms going. So I think we're gonna want to make like a mob grinder and get those skeleton spawners. I think we have 2 in here, and get those going. Until then, though, I would like to build something. I would like to get something started this episode. I know it's kind of been like a little bit more tech heavy, with like me trying to figure out the data pack stuff. Though I guess you probably didn't see most of that. Um, and you know, explaining everything and all that. But I would like to get some building done, even if it's just a little bit. So let me get to that. All right, well, it looks like the build is pretty well done for now. I still want to touch up the sides a little bit, but I'm kind of drawing a creative blank on what I want to do with the sides beyond what I've done already. I put a little garage door in the back, and same with the other side. Outside here, I'm gonna want to put a fence, and I guess I'm gonna lower the terrain here, or I might build it up. I'm gonna put a fence, and that's where I'm gonna put the cows, and maybe I'll probably keep the chickens somewhere else because they've got redstone involved with them. But then on the inside, I got some hay bales. Let me go up here. I've got some storage. So this is the actual point of the building is to have some storage here, and this is where I'm going to store all the crops and probably bone meal. If I ever find a cat, the cat will go in here, and this will be his food bowl and water. Up here, you got a little bit of a rack to come up on top, and this chain is just kind of like, how did you get these barrels up here? You just kind of pulled them up with the chain, and here I'm kind of using as like a wheel or a motor. And same here, I'm using it as a motor, and that's basically it. And I got these two windows. I'm happy with it. I don't know if other people are going to be happy with it. I think it looks pretty nice. Probably could do better, but this is all I could do. But while I was building it, I ran out of deep slate. And deep slate is a big pain to mine in this because I don't really want to spend too much on iron pickaxes and diamond pickaxes because we don't have any ways of replenishing them. Just checking up on the chicken. I like to check how much it's got every now and then. But yeah, I got some more deep slate, and while I did, I got some more diamonds. I think, let's see, where's the diamonds? I thought I had them stored in the right spot. Okay, they are in the right spot. I'm just dumb. 27 diamonds now. Got some more raw iron and a lot more deep slate. Here's the remaining deep slate after the grab. And I found a zombie spawner. I don't remember where it is, but I wrote its coordinates down. And that's pretty well it. But anyways, I still have to edit together the video, and I'm assuming it's pretty long now, but I'm not too sure. I'm actually not too sure. It could be like 15 minutes for all I know, but I'm guessing it's like 20-25 minutes. So I'm going to edit it together and see how it goes. But until the next episode or the next stream, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.